What up, y'all? What up? What up? Y'all see what it is, man. Welcome back to another episode of the Cocktails and Intellect podcast. Very special episode to me. We have a very special guest on the show. But first and foremost, I'm your boy, YoungC.a.u.s.e. It's a man that they let her hate, but they shake his hand anyway. And I got my beautiful host over here with me.
Hey everyone, it's Island Goddess, aka Calypso, aka Shereen Diana. Calypso.
Yeah, man.
What's
And
on?
we are at the infamous Liquor Library and Wine Market, located at 131 North Orange Avenue between Jefferson and Washington, Suite 102. So we got a special guest on the show. We're going to jump right into it. I'm excited because we had an opportunity to politic with this guy at his outdoor gun range. I said gun, yes. We were, certain individuals were shooting firearms. But anyways, introduce yourself to the people, my brother.
My name is Antonio Johnson. I am the owner of Gun Life Tactical /GLT. I am a firearms instructor, firearms enthusiast, gun collector, all of the above. Anything to do with guns, that's where you'll find me at.
Nice.
Sounds very dangerous.
Yeah, and he's not.
Like, I'm not pulling up to your house.
I wouldn't put
I'm
it
gonna
you
honk
something.
from the driveway.
You want to talk about artillery. My man, look, let me tell you something right now. If there was a zombie apocalypse, I know exactly whose house I'm going to.
Oh yeah.
I know exactly where I'm going.
I'll bring the canned food.
As long as you got something to offer, that's the key thing. Everybody gotta have something to bring to the table. As long as you got the canned food, you're more than welcome.
That's a fact, man. Yeah, man. So how you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. I can't complain. Woke up this morning and I'm here talking to you. So that's always a blessing.
A blessing.
Always.
Definitely. The people can find you on Instagram at gun_@it. That's GUNN_ATIT.
Yes, sir.
And on Facebook at Gun Life Tactical. All right.
Yes, sir.
Now, let's jump right into it. 'Cause I got some questions.
Maybe it's my slow ass, but I read this differently. It says gun a tit. That's what I got.
Well, you know how I got that name, because originally when I started with the Instagram in like 2010 or 11 or something like that, I was a gun addict. Like I was buying guns.
Okay.
But the word was tooken.
Oh,
So
that's
that's
what addict was.
AITK.
That's what I came up with, because addict
Gun,
is tooken.
gun a tit. Got it.
You gotta put a little twang on it. Gun addict.
Yeah.
Gun it.
Gun it.
Gun it.
Yeah.
Got it. Well,
For
hey,
sure.
we had fun with you yesterday.
That's great. I'm glad you had
Good
enjoyed
times.
yourself.
Yeah.
You're natural, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very well,
Oh,
very
speaking
well,
of that,
very well,
speaking
very
of
well.
that, she
Thank
literally
you.
showed me the fuck out. You know what I mean? Like, she hit her targets, and I'm over here just busting at the grass.
So you
So
pull
whatever.
up if you want to.
Right. Yeah, we're gonna get into a couple
Yeah.
of clips in a moment about that. You know what I mean? But first and foremost, let's go ahead and christen this bottle, if you
Oh,
would,
yes.
Shereen, please.
We have to stick.
You got that? You got that? Or you?
I got it. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you
Got the new nails.
you a professional Cavassier drinker.
I am.
Yeah, man.
I have no problem claiming the hood.
Oh, okay.
The hood
Okay.
raised me.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Oh wait, are we got to do the tap the bottle thing?
Nah, I wasn't about to do that.
That's what I thought.
That was
Oh,
no.
top
We ain't got to do all of that.
Well, I'm sorry, I didn't know that etiquette. All right, so that's
Pull
mine.
All right.
Pull up.
Pause.
That's me
That's
right
you.
here. Word.
And good old faithful Red Bull.
Okay.
So Red Bull and Cavassier? Is that how it goes?
Red
for
Bull
you?
and everything.
Gotcha. That's your
Wow.
permanent chaser.
That is.
Gotcha.
It does the job.
All right. Yeah, I bet it does.
Well, salute, everybody,
Yes.
salute.
Yes,
So, Tone,
Yes, sir.
talk to me, man. How the hell did you get into this whole gun situation?
Oh man, trials and tribulations. I have always, first of all, I am from Edenville, Florida, born and raised.
Good old
oldest
Florida
black
boy.
town in America.
Yeah.
But I'm cool with everybody. So I was one of those individuals that I traveled around, Orlando. A lot of, my buddies from Edenville, they would stay in Edenville. You go to Winter Garden, and guys from Winter Garden, they stay in Winter Garden. Guys from Pine Hills, they don't. I venture out. I'm from Edenville, but you might catch me in Pine Hill. You might catch me in Winter Garden. Cool with everybody. I can go anywhere. So I always, kept a gun for the house. Never carried because I'm cool with everybody. Well, I got robbed a couple times in Edenville.
Oh man, your own hood, yeah.
And
That's what happened.
That would happen. That was life changing for me.
Okay.
And after the second time, I'm really not even supposed to be talking to you. I'm supposed to be in another dimension. But I made it. But at that point, I said no more.
Yeah, yeah.
So I disappeared probably about 6-7 years. I didn't talk to anybody because it was life changing for me. But I was out in the range training. That's what I was doing.
So you got robbed for the second time, and you said, you know what? I'm doing anything possible in my life to protect myself at all means.
Yes, sir.
Any means necessary.
Yes, sir.
Man, look, I've been robbed before at gunpoint, you know what I mean? And I guess it didn't hit me enough. I was really young, but it didn't hit me enough to where I was like, oh, you know what? That's it. They robbed me for my sneakers, my chain, you know what I mean? I don't want to ask how bad the robbery was, but did you get shot?
I didn't.
Were you in the house?
I was not in the house. It's okay. You remember? You're my age. Club Heroes.
Yeah. Oh
Okay.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Coming
Hell
from
yeah.
here.
First of all,
Heroes.
I got taken home by the police from Heroes
Man, the police.
because apparently I was not supposed to be in there at that age.
Oh yeah, you was too young.
Yeah.
I was
definitely
too young because they didn't need ID. You just need $20.
Yeah, if you 36 now and you was at Heroes, what the hell? That's old school. That's this motherfucker, man. Damn, yo, you know I ain't gonna lie though. Matter of fact, Heroes was infamous for niggas getting robbed out there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because where it's set up.
Yes.
But I'm from Edenville, so I mean, you know what's
figured it
so
wouldn't
crazy?
even happen.
I'm gonna tell you, when I pulled up, right, I did not park in the parking lot that you have to pay because I'm from Edenville. I'm gonna pay to park. So I parked at the nursery, but I seen these guys on the corner, and I said to myself, because I was going Saturday night would be like kind of mixed night where you got mixed. You got your Hispanics, you got your blacks versus it just being a hood night. It was more of a hip hop-ish night, and it was after hours. Heroes was always the one that stayed open till 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock.
So sun up.
So when I pulled and I parked, I seen the guys. I said, man, well, they gonna tear somebody up tonight.
Oh,
But it was me. Ended up being me because I'm thinking I'm from here. They ain't gonna get me. I know the ropes, but I know that's what that back behind it, the store. That's what happens back there. But just didn't think that it would happen to me, and sure enough, it happened to me.
move a little bit closer to the mic.
Yes, sir.
But so with that being said, I mean, so you started you automatically said to yourself, all right, well, you know what, I'm gonna get guns and train myself, or were you already thinking about being a trainer? Like, what? I mean,
The trainer aspect came with the passion from over the years, but the robbery, like I said, it was the second time it happened. The guy, gun to my waist, I fell. If I wouldn't have fell, I honestly don't know what would have happened. It was when I fell, I disappeared. It's a long story.
yeah, no, I
It's
feel
a
you, I
long
feel you, I feel
story.
you, I feel you.
But I always say, God tripped me, the man, because it was
Yeah.
just so weird that I fell.
Right,
I'm
almost
like
like if you didn't fall, you probably would have
yeah,
been shot.
Exactly. And that just changed everything. So I just, for the second time, the first time, same, it's crazy. The first
Don't
time
tell
it
me
was
you were
at,
robbed at Heroes.
Oh my God, Tone.
Wait a minute.
so I told myself I was never going back. I said, I'll never go
my
back there. I let my buddy, shouts out to One Shot too, man. Me and him both, he follows me on Instagram. It changed his life too.
Okay.
I let him talk me into going back, like 8 months later.
Oh my God.
He was like, bro, we gotta go. We gotta let's go. And he had a Acura. It was like a movie. He had an Acura Legend.
Yeah, you had an Acura Legend back then.
Yeah.
That
Oh
was
my
the
God.
shit.
17s on it, so we was riding. And he had the rim, so club let out. We circling around to come back around, and we on the back streets, and the car cuts off like a movie. The car just shut off. So I'm like, are you? This ain't
That's
real.
not funny. That's what the. What?
I'm like, is this real? The car just rolled and stopped.
Oh,
and
shit.
we on the darkest street you can possibly be on.
Oh
at
man.
4 o'clock in the
Edenville.
morning in Edenville.
Edenville, the heart of Edenville.
Dude, I look up and all I see is like 8 shadows coming down the street. So I'm knocking on the people's door who house where it's 4 o'clock. Somebody get up. Nobody came out. It was his alternator. He got the hood up tapping the alternator. Then he got a New York accent. So he like, yo, son, it's gonna start. I'm like,
So that made him even more of a
"Oh,
target,
my
'cause
God."
now he's an out-of-towner.
Exactly. Man, them guys they came. The car started up at the last. They were like right there, and the car started. He threw it in reverse. My buddy Robay, shouts out to Robay Cuts too. That's my barber. He stayed 2 streets over, so I had already called him like, bro, these guys they about to rob us, grab a gun, this and that. So we backed up to Robay house, and the car cut off again, but we was in front of Robay house.
Okay.
Robay didn't bring the firearm out. He comes out, pulls his car. I'm just gonna give y'all a jump. And so I'm explaining to him what happened, but I got my back turned to the stop sign. And within 2 minutes, Robey grabs my shirt and says, "Run." And I look back, and these guys came 2 streets over and came around the corner. I see guys coming around the corner with, with the guns, with the hoodies on. Well, Robey and my buddy One Shot, they ran towards the school. I'm thinking gun house. I'm running towards the house. Well, his backyard, there's no lights. I mean, it's like pitch black dark. I cut towards the house. 4 of the guys ran after them. 1 guy ran behind me. He had the gun right here on my waist, and he was like, stop running. And I kicked in the nitro gear, and that's when I fell. It was so dark that when I fell, I completely, if you find that guy to this day, he gonna tell you a story about the fastest dude he ever.
Motherfucker that disappeared into thin air.
I just literally disappeared, and I rolled, and a fence stopped me. I never forgot. I was under a tree, and I'm watching this guy, and he's looking for me like, what happened? And I was going to the back door. So he ran to the back door. The back door was locked. So I would have got to that back door and went to turn it and wouldn't have been able to get in. We back there in the back. I probably had $100 in my pocket, if that,
You're going to lose your life over $100.
$100. Over $100. So
Get the fuck out.
Dude, I'm sitting there and I'm watching him. I couldn't believe he knocked on his door because basically they're neighbors.
Right.
You know what I mean? He stayed 2 streets over from where y'all hang out. So you're going to knock on his door? That alone should let you say, well, damn, they live here or somebody lives in this area.
Right.
Let me not
fuck with them.
Man, dude, still knocking on the door. And then Robey them called me. I had that Sprint Palm Pilot when the Palm Pilots first came out. So I'm up under the tree. The tree lit up like a Christmas tree.
Oh, man.
Dude, I took that phone and threw it. Legend has it that phone is still back there right now.
We need to go find it.
No, I don't care. They can charge that phone to the game.
Man.
No. I threw that phone so far, and then that just changed everything. I mean, my heart was everything.
Yeah.
And the second time, you threes a strikeout, all that stuff going through my head.
You know what the problem was? Y'all was in that Acura Legend, and you looked like you had some money.
Yeah, that New York accent, and it had rims on it.
And the rims in New York.
But them guys back there, they're opportunists. So if anything that they see that you ain't from here, if you would have been back there, they might have robbed you.
Oh, it happened.
I've been robbed before.
You have. Gotcha.
Yes, at gunpoint.
So wait, hold up. But speaking of that, all right, you've been robbed before.
Yeah.
We've all been robbed before. Now
robbed.
check this out. Why this is so important. You know what I mean, tactical training. I wanted to get into that part. What made you get into the tactical training of this part? Because it's not you're just not a firearms instructor.
No.
You're a tactical trainer.
Yes, sir.
What's up with that? Like, are you military
So
or?
do I have to
military.
crawl on my elbows through the
He
grass?
does all of that
elbows, get on your knees and shoot from behind cars and shoot over cars, and that's just.
I felt like we were playing Call of Duty yesterday.
That's
Yo,
what it is.
I'm
what it
telling
is.
you.
The setup is like Call of Duty.
That's what it is.
Yeah, what made you want to start doing tactical training?
That just came with the passion. The better I got, the more time I spent on the range. Like I went through the era of buying all the cheap guns, not knowing, being green to the game, having a bunch of $200 guns. Going out to the range with people that got real stuff and seeing the difference in quality, and then you started leveling up. And so the more I started shooting, the more the doors just started opening. The more I started being around people that were actually doing it, and I'm like, well, shit, I'm here. This is what I need to start doing, and then it just became a passion. Then once I got the property, it was a wrap from that point.
Okay.
So you can stand there and shoot at a piece of paper or shoot at a metal target for so long. You're gonna want anything you're doing. You want to start getting better. You're gonna want to be the best at what you're doing. Yep. Maximize all possibilities.
Yeah.
And that's how I got into it. And now it's just like that's what I do.
Yeah, I see that. I mean, you got a whole squad with you too. When I came yesterday, those are your regulars. Those are your peoples.
Those some are my regulars, some aren't. That is
There were some first timers out there.
yeah. There was some
Oh,
first
really? Yeah, I
timers.
could tell. I could tell who was the first time.
I was like, oh, we're all virgins. Okay.
Right. I could tell who's the first timers.
Yeah, they were. But I have a squad.
Yeah.
I got some guys, brother-in-law, a couple of my buddies that's been coming out there with me for years, and they also help with the business.
And there's a female out there.
There's a couple. There's some that weren't there yesterday.
Oh, we bringing some more.
Okay.
And apparently, the females are better than the men. FYI.
Yeah.
Yes. Females typically do better for newcomers because females listen. Your average guy, I done shot a gun before.
Shereen,
I didn't watch this
You
movie.
ain't have to do me like that. You ain't have to do me like that.
What you mean?
You ain't have to do me like that.
You mean me and Kendall?
You know what? I'm gonna leave that alone.
All I heard was ping.
I'm gonna leave that alone. I was behind the camera, everybody. I was behind the camera. That's it.
Next story, tell it.
Yeah. Any other recollection? I don't have it.
It was a good time. Though.
Yeah,
I will say I enjoyed that more so than an indoor range.
Yes.
Something you said that I liked is that a gun is an investment. Because I mean, we don't think, we naturally, our community will go buy Jordans, we'll buy Gucci, we'll buy Chanel that depreciate in value, but a gun, you said never.
Gun never loses its value. You get what you pay for. So if you buy, like I said, you buy a $200 gun, you got a $200 gun. I got, like I was telling you yesterday, that pistol, that's an $1,800 pistol. I will always be able to get $1,800, maybe $1,700 for that pistol. But depending on what's going on, you get more. As I was telling you yesterday, I got AKs that I paid $300 for. Well, you can't get those AKs anymore because
they're worth way
more.
So I could flip guns like sneakers.
You can flip guns.
Oh.
Like
And yeah, there's people out there that really do that.
business. Yeah,
That's
that's
a
a
real
very
business.
lucrative business. Like you can make some money with these guns, man. There is a lot of money. I mean, as long as you do everything legit, do everything by the books, you can get your FFL license and be you can be a gun dealer, the first female in the area, black gun dealer.
Yeah, me and my red lips out in the gun range. I
And
can
you
see
guys
it.
would be there behind the guns because of
Yeah.
your red lips. You saw a lot of
I'm
guns.
going to her gun store.
And that's okay.
Hello.
Exactly.
That is okay.
Yeah, man. What is your think fast? What's your favorite gun?
I am a SIG guy, so my favorite gun at this point, it will have to be my SIG P365.
Okay.
Right now.
Okay. I saw you had a Kimber. How much did that firearm cost? Because Kimbers are not cheap.
That was the $1,800 pistol.
Oh my
It's
God.
so pretty though. It's a beautiful.
But yo, listen, and it's a 45 ACP on top of that. Now, for those who don't know, a 45 ACP is the caliber of the ammo, right?
Yep.
Now, it's bigger than a 9mm and it's smaller than a 50 caliber. But the kickback, let me not say kickback.
Recoil.
The recoil, the power in that 45 ACP is phenomenal. And then to top it off, you put it in a Kimber, it still shoots smooth.
Yep.
What?
Kimber's all right.
Let me tell you something right now. I saw that Kimber, I was like, dude, that's a real live investment.
Yep. And like I said,
I was an HK guy. I was an HK guy.
HK is good.
I was
HK is
definitely
good.
an HK guy.
HK
But
is good.
SIGs and Kimbers, if you have the opportunity to invest in that, don't go buy a pair of Jordan. Like real talk, if you think about it, you buy a pair of Yeezys, right?
Those
Those ugly ass Yeezys. You spending anywhere between, depending on who you're going to, you spending anywhere between $600 to $1,000, right?
Some shoes.
All right, so and you buy 2 of those every time they come out because you want to have a second pair to sell probably later. You can literally take that money and buy firearms and ammo, and number one, you're able to protect yourself with it.
Yes, sir.
And if you shoot it, it doesn't devalue it. You know what I'm saying?
To be honest with you, people want to hear that you shot it. If you say you had the Kimber, for instance, and I say, I want to sell this Kimber.
Right.
I put 2,500 rounds.
Right.
They're going to say, it works.
It works.
It works.
Yeah.
It runs.
That's why,
great.
you know what? That's why I wanted you to shoot the shotgun. We didn't have an opportunity. It was in time, you know what I mean? But
We'll do it.
I'm
We're gonna
telling you,
get
we
to it.
definitely gonna do that.
We'll be back.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
We'll be
Are we bringing all the girls? Are
We can do
are
it.
we bringing
I
all
mean,
the girls?
Tony, so are you down for like a girls' day?
I've done it before, so
It's a fun bunch.
let's do it.
I will tell you that.
Let's do it. I do it. I've done it plenty of times. Let's do it.
And so,
Okay,
all right.
girls,
Speaking of that,
we're
then.
gonna
Speaking of that,
club.
then, real quick here. So, like, what are your rates? I mean, so that people know.
Concealed weapons. The classes are 125. I supply the guns and ammo. I spend time with my students. As I was explaining to you guys yesterday, I am not your typical instructor. You're not just going to come to my class for 30 minutes and get a certificate and go home. I take pride in what I do. And so we're going to spend 2.5 hours on book work. Then we're going to drive to the range. Then we're going to spend an hour and a half at the range. So when you leave me, first importantly, safety. And when you leave me, you feel like, man, you learned something. It's going to make you want to come back because I want my students to not just purchase these guns, get your permit, purchase these guns, and carry it all day and don't know how to use it. Or put it in a shelf at home or put it in your purse. And you walk around with it every day. But trust me, when it's time to use it, it's going to be some decision making.
different.
It's a whole different world.
Different
So
animal.
you must train and apply yourself. So if something were to happen, you know what to do. Because you may not should have shot him, or you may should. But all that takes an effect because you are held accountable for every round that comes out of that gun when it's yours. So I teach a high quality. I call it, what do I call it? I call it a premium. A premium concealed weapons class. as well
I
as
like
premium
that.
training. So when you come out, it's private range. I don't have 30 people out there. When you come, it's going to be, I like to do, 6 people because I want everybody to learn. It's only one of me. So I want to spend time with everybody to
It's
make sure
just
everybody.
like school. Like
Pretty
I,
much.
I always said that if there were smaller classes, the kids would get more attention.
Exactly.
You understand?
Well, that's my son. That's why we put him in that type of school because I didn't want him to be in a big class. So
Yeah.
it was 10 students in his class.
Yeah.
Perfect. They gave him everything he needed. But yeah, when you got a smaller class, you get better learning.
Yeah.
Other than that, you just flying passing people, and they don't even know anything. So that's why my class is a little bit more expensive, but you get what you pay for. You do get what I've actually
Remember
had
that. Quality over anything.
over anything.
Yeah.
I've actually had students that come back, already got their permit, took a $30 class, but come take my class because they didn't learn anything in that $30 class, and somebody told them about my class. You're like, I got my permit already, but I heard you were a good teacher, so I'm going to take it again just so I can learn something. And then by the time they left, they're like, wow.
So 125 for the
Concealed weapons
concealed
permit.
weapons permit.
And then I do training.
Right,
I
so-
do training at $65 an hour, 2-hour minimum. That's usually all people need is 2 hours because I do real deal training where we're not going to load 15 rounds and stand here and shoot. We're going to be practical. We want to shoot 5 to 6 rounds. If you had to use your firearm, 5 to 6 rounds is 6 is like max. So if I'm shooting more than 6 rounds, I got some real stuff going on.
Right,
I done
right.
done something
You're
I
at
ain't
war.
supposed to do, so I should have had my rifle anyway. I don't know why I got this pistol. I should have just brought my AR out.
Right.
So I do practical training because you want to, like I said, once again, you are held accountable for your rounds. So you don't want bullets going everywhere and little Susie and her mama get hit. They over there hiding in the liquor store or wherever you at. So that it's gonna be a real training.
Matter of fact, great segue because we're about to jump into some clips of his tactical training, if you would, out on the range.
I feel like we got the mild version though.
Well, no, because I was over there talking with him. Y'all check this out.
Yeah,
All right, we'll
check
be
it out.
right
It
back.
was so much fun.
Your life can change like this.
That's true.
Something can happen and you may pull the gun at the wrong time or you may not pull it at the right time. So that's what this is about. It's about education, safety most importantly, and getting people to understand, daily life carrying. When you go to the grocery store, when you go to 7-Eleven, are you with your kids, are you with your mother? Awareness. So that's what this is all about. That's what GLT, Gun Light Tactical, that's what we're about. So the gun don't move. So just squeeze real tight right here so the gun doesn't move. Finger off the trigger. Squeeze right there. Okay. Now give me a shot. One. That was high. Shot high. So put that finger off the trigger because it's high. Put it back down. So now put this orange on 6 o'clock. I mean put the sight on 6 o'clock on the orange. Good shot. Let's do it again. Same thing, put it on 6 o'clock. Do it again. Put your grip down. Good shot. Let's do it again. Okay, go to the tall target right there. The tall one, all the way to the right. There you go. Lean into it, because you're leaning back. Yeah, and there is none. That's a 9mm. It's gonna be nice. Get your feet together, square. There you go. There you go. Just take.
My chin is where it's supposed to be.
Yep.
All right. Tell
Take-
me when to go.
Go. Take one shot. Take your time. Put that wherever you put that dot on. It should hit right on the orange. There you go. Paper is the most important. Paper adds up for shot accountability because you are, at the end of the day, you're held accountable for your shots. So we can sit here and shoot these gongs and hit these gongs, which is great, but when you put it on paper, that's target placement. We want shot placement, should I say. We want to really see how accurate you are because you want to be as efficient as possible if you have to use your firearm. You don't want to shoot 15 rounds if you don't have to shoot 15 rounds. If I only got to shoot 3 or 4 rounds, as long as I can get my 3 and 4 rounds wherever I'm trying to place them, I'm good. So when you put it on paper, that's the telltale all to really see where your shot placement is. And also, we shoot from back here because we're shooting metal gongs, so the bullet ricochets. So we can't come up close. Paper, you can come up close. In reality, from here to there, that's where it's going down at. If you had to use your firearm, that's your bubble, that's your world. That's when you stand your ground. So this is when we put it into reality. Women, you know, somebody from the kidnap you, whatever's going on, but that's your bubble. If you feel that you are in threat, you make your decision. But on top, what you making that decision, you need to be accurate. Because you don't want to hit Miss Susie, you don't want to hit the little girl sitting over there. You want to make sure that your target is here and you're going to take out your target. And that's what the paper comes down to.
That's basically what you're getting when and again, Shereen said it, it's mild. You know what I mean? It's mild, but it's way more than that. You know, we went out there for a brief second just to see what it was, and oh my God, I wish I had more time to get more footage, but amazing trainer, you know, and it's real life situations. You know what I mean? After he broke down what he broke down, like with what was it, the paper test?
Yes, paper test.
Y'all saw that. I was just like, so why do you do that, right? And he's telling me why he does it, because it's a real life situation. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You're not wasting.
But explain the paper test.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, he explained it in the clip, but you know what I mean? No, it's cool because some people may not watch the clip. You know what I mean? Definitely explain that paper test to the people.
Basically, it's being accountable for your rounds. Like, so I'll take a piece of a paper plate and staple it, draw a line through it, draw another line through it, like a crosshair line, and shot placement. I'll tell you where I want you to place your shots, or I'll take a calendar. I think with you yesterday we had the calendar. The calendar. We had the
He was
calendar.
like, pick a date. I said, oh, okay.
Yeah, so you pick a date. I put my calendar up. If I say give me the 8th, I want you to place your shot on the 8th. Then give me the 8th, 9th, and 10th. Give me the whole week. You know, so I want you to be able to try to put your shots where they need to be. So it needs be. If you got to do what you got to do, you decide where you want to put that round, and you put that round where it needs to be, and it's safely done.
And eventually you'll get to the point where you're accurate. So anytime he says, yo, place your rounds here on that date, or whatever it is, you're confident enough.
Yep.
To place the rounds
exactly.
there.
Exactly. And that's big what you just said, because with students, when they start, for instance, if they're shooting like you were shooting the gong, just them hearing that ding gives them all the confidence.
Yeah.
In the world. And the husbands and wife will come out, and once again, the wife will run circles around the husband, and she'll be ding, ding, and you should see how frustrated they get, because the guys can't get that ding. They are searching they're trying, but they're not listening.
Right.
Telling them, look, dude, your grip is wrong, or whether it's your dominant eye, they want to do it the way they want to do it, and they miss. Well, they're all searching for that ding. So then put that on paper. That's a whole nother type of confidence that you get when you see, okay, I actually shot on the 8th.
Right.
Where I intended to, at about 5 to 7 yards.
Let me tell you something. When I go to the range, I'm always see, people go to the range and they want to, I got the headshot. No, I'm always looking for center mass. Always. You know what I mean? So every time I go into the range, let me fix that back for you.
Yep.
Yeah. I look for center mass, and the confidence level I have when I pull that target back, and I see that I've got, out of the 19 shots in my clip, at least, if 10 of those hit center mass, I'm a happy fucking camper. I'm walking out of that bad boy like, yeah, I'm the shit. You know what I mean? But with that being said, and we're gonna take a break in a moment. You know what I mean? Have our sponsors, pay the bills and whatnot. But
Gotta pay the bills.
the difference between the range and an outside range is absolutely insane.
It's night and day.
Night and fucking day. I go into the range,
I
feel
much
confident.
Safer at the outdoor range
Now, see,
than
mind
in the
you,
indoor.
I feel all right. I agree with that.
I agree. 100%.
I feel like I was more accurate in an indoor range, but when I came to that outside range, that's like real life. Like,
Exactly.
did I hit? I think out of every shot that I took, I think I hit one. I think I hit one. Don't do me like that, man.
We had some.
I mean, I looked good. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta put your work in, bro.
But yeah, man. Hey, listen, we're gonna come right back. We're gonna take a break real quick. I want to get into a little bit more about gun laws, what you know about it, and what you could tell the people about it. Because this is definitely gonna be the educational part of this whole show. Because I got some goddamn questions, and I'm hoping you can answer them.
Yes, sir.
All right,
I
man.
should
We'll
be able to
right
help you.
back. For reals.
Yep.
Hey, what's going down? It's your boy YoungC.a.u.s.e, a man that they love to hate, but they shake his hand anyway. Listen, I need y'all to get yourselves directly to the Liquor Library and Wine Market, the official sponsors of the Cocktails and Intellect podcast. Listen, located at 131 North Orange Avenue between Washington and Jefferson, Suite 102. Check it out now. Come get your liquor, your wines, and your spirits. You heard? All right, y'all. We back, man. We back. Took a quick break. You already know what time it is, man. Over here with my man, Tony.
Yes, sir.
Gun at it. Gun_edit. You know what I mean? Word. Oh, yeah, pardon me for the beeping noise, and I'm saying pardon me as if I can control the motherfucker. But y'all have been hearing this shit, so stop fucking complaining.
They know what time it is.
Can I take a moment to explain the reasoning behind this noise?
Yes, you can.
And it might go back to gun safety. Okay?
Okay.
So we're here at Liquor Library, Black owned here on Orange Avenue. So, in recording here, and of course, we've come to discover that people like to rob and steal and come in and do all types of foolishness, particularly a liquor store. And you're going to assume it has a lot of money in the cash register. You don't know how people react. And there are some beautiful people who work here. So for their safety, this actually is a sensor to let people know when they're going in and out of the store. And it kind of keeps everyone aware of what's going on.
Alert, get that awareness.
So keep in mind, that noise is meant to protect the employees of this Black-owned establishment here on the corner of Jefferson and Orange Avenue.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, a nice location too.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. The layout is beautiful.
It's a fucking library of liquor and wines and things of that nature.
Look, and I don't even have to know if it's in alphabetical order. I just know what I want.
Right. Exactly.
Look,
Exactly.
Casamigos is right here. That's all I need.
Right. You know what I mean? So you got your tequilas, you got your vodkas, and as you go down, you got your rums, and you know what I mean?
Yes.
It's a rock in the building.
Oh,
Big
look at
bottle.
it. Oh, you getting flashbacks? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
It's rock days.
Yeah, man.
Coconut.
All right,
Yeah.
so Tony, I have a question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what do you, for my first gun, I'm a woman. I would love something powerful but small, like it needs to fit in the clutch, like right here.
I'm gonna say
Don't tell me a SIG.
I was gonna go SIG.
Oh, yeah. See,
Okay.
mind you.
As y'all can see, I'm SIG,
Right.
man. That's just what I do.
But tell me why. Tell me about this brand.
Well, just from experience, just running guns, and just the SIG just fits good in my hand.
Ergonomically.
Works good.
Yeah.
They had what you're saying. You wanted a small gun. They have one of the most popular small guns out. It's a P365. It 15 rounds, 10 rounds, and 12 rounds.
I couldn't even believe it when I saw
Some
that
that's
shit.
small usually is 6 and 7 rounds. So that when I got mine, it took me 2 years, like a waiting list. That's how many people wanted this gun. The anticipation was for it. Now, of course, they've came out with different versions, but it's still probably the top handgun right now in the United States, I would say. There's been some other competitors trying to duplicate that gun and make their own version.
But they're not the original.
It's not a SIG.
Oh.
It's still not a SIG.
That's like the bootleg version, the fake Louis.
Kind of, but those brands are still reputable. You got your Hellcat, you got your Smith & Wesson Shield. You got they're reputable, but it ain't a SIG.
Yeah.
It ain't a SIG.
Yeah. It just don't shoot the same, man. It really don't.
And so that's why I would recommend it for you.
I don't know. Well, see, I'm learning. So yesterday on the gun range was probably one of the. I can count on one hand how many times I have shot a gun. But it is something I want to learn and get more comfortable with, which you do a really good job of. So I appreciate that as a woman.
Welcome. You did great for your being
disclaimer.
You did very great.
Disclaimer.
What's the disclaimer?
Shireen's right-handed.
Yes.
My man Tony made her shoot left-handed because of her dominant eye.
You see how the quality over here?
And she literally banged the target.
She didn't miss.
I was like, what the
That's
I almost
just,
dropped my camera.
She's
I was
left eye
like, no
dominant,
fucking
right-handed. I mean,
I had a great instructor.
you did great. Women, like I told you, they are already good, but then you listen. And I told you just to try that to see if it would work for you and how it felt. And it felt different, but you didn't miss.
Yeah, you made me more dangerous.
That's the key.
Now,
I want
look,
you to be
listen.
dangerous.
What was the gun that we shot right before we left? Was it the what is it
it was
called?
a 9mm. I like that one.
AR9.
Yeah.
AR9 from
It
my
doesn't fit
brother.
in my purse though.
No, that's fine. That's
You can
fine.
put it in
the book bag.
Let
Yeah,
me
book
tell you
bag.
something. You walk out, if you walk out of
Maybe
your
in the
establishment
Gucci.
to protect yourself, and somebody see your ass with that, your fine ass with that shit, them niggas is backing down.
I did better.
Yep.
Let me
They
tell you
running.
something.
I'm running.
I brought that up to say this. She got that AR9 in her hand. Her and Kendall, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, shout out to Kendall.
And Tony was like, "All right, just go ahead and take your first shot." I swear, was it you or Kendall? I think it was you.
Both of them.
First shot, bang. Kendall took 2 shots, and the second one it was like, bang. You heard that? How do you say it? Is it a clink?
You hit the gong. Yep.
The gong. Yeah, man.
Everybody want to hear that ding.
I got shooters on my squad. I got shooters on my squad. Stop. Shit, I know who I'm passing. Listen, man. Hey, you go ahead and handle that right there. I mean,
She'll handle it too, bro.
I'm
She
telling you.
did. She did real good,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Thank you.
But yo,
Real
well,
good.
speaking of that, now,
Yes.
with firearms, you obviously can't get all willy-nilly. You know what I mean? And it's sad that that is the case out here in these streets with these young boys.
Yeah, man.
I mean, even some of these grown-ass men. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Why do you say it's sad?
Huh?
I'm asking a question, but I want to know why you say it's sad.
I mean, turn the TV on.
Right.
Turn the TV on. I mean, you can look around
Look at
and
the
see.
Instagram.
Look at Instagram. I mean, look at Chicago. I mean, look at New York. You know, I don't know. Did y'all see that video? I think it was last week or the week before last, and it was in New York. And I don't know what was going on, but obviously these two guys had some type of beef or something was going on, and it was
With
the
the
kids.
two children.
Yeah, come on, man.
Oh, yeah,
come
yeah.
on, come
Yo,
on, man.
Bro.
Come on.
I'm sorry,
But
bro.
I
Come
think
on.
that goes back to lack of education and ignorance.
Oh, my God.
You see, they don't know no better.
Well, no, you got to know that's beyond that. I mean, there's a child. One thing, okay, when I grew up, you want to be street, you want to be whatever, but gangster, there is rules. There is rules to the gangster shit,
The etiquette.
and women and children are part of those rules. Women and children are not included. If you pass by and your op or whatever the hell you want to call it, and the women or children there, guess what? You got to do it the next time.
you gotta
Keep
wait,
on
you gotta-
moving. That's that time you can't make it happen. That's just
Video.
respect for.
Matter of fact,
That hurt my heart.
I'm gonna put that video up here so y'all can see if y'all haven't seen
Yeah,
it.
you got to do it, man. It's ridiculous, man. That couldn't have been my daughter. I don't know what I would have done.
And the crazy part is that the fool, and it goes back to your training. The fool didn't hit nothing. He hit nothing. Thank God. Thank God.
I think, but he was purposely trying not to hit the children,
No.
but still trying to shoot the guy.
He didn't give a fuck.
He didn't give a fuck about
He,
them kids.
he honestly
No.
didn't, but I think his arm was angled a little bit more like, this little motherfucker need to get out of my way.
Man, I don't give a fuck.
Them kids traumatized, man.
Yeah.
Of course.
They are
That's a wrap.
traumatized. They are traumatized. I
You
don't
heard,
think,
you heard the sound on the range. You heard the sound
Yes.
on the range.
Yes.
and that was with ears.
That was what we had ears on.
Yes.
That was right here next to them. They only never heard that before. And then you got this guy holding, because the guy was kind of wrapping himself in the kids too,
Yeah,
trying to
yeah,
get protected.
yeah.
And they don't know. Shouts out to that little girl when y'all do see this video.
Yes.
She hovered and I guess I don't know if it was her brother or whoever, but she protected him.
Yes.
She just went on and said, okay, well, if somebody gonna get shot, let it be me and not him. And shouts out to whoever daughter or whatever relation there is, because that was very big. That was
Facts,
very, very
man.
big.
Facts,
But it's bad, man. It's bad. And I do feel like though us as as blacks, if we're just not raised, our culture is so different. If we learn at a young age, it can't help with what we have going on now. I mean, we only get the music and whatever boys know, whatever movie that's out. That's what teaches us, and so that's why we carry guns and we do it the way we do it, because we don't have the proper education. Which I said yesterday, one of my goals is eventually to get into the community and start getting to these kids, because honestly, if we treated guns like we treated basketball or football, you can be a professional shooter. You can be one of the best shooters in the world, get sponsored by Glock, SIG, whoever, make money, and take the guns just like you do a sport, basketball or football or baseball. But we just don't know, because we're not taught. We're never taught. Dads are not teaching, moms are not teaching, because we're so far out of the gun community. But I'm proud to say, though, within this last year and a half, we are waking up and we are, applying ourselves, and we are becoming a part of this gun community, because it's our right. We just grow up. I bought my first guns on the street when I could have went in the store and bought them, just because it always felt like it was illegal for me to own a gun. It always
That
felt like
stigma.
Exactly.
So then this is my question, and the reason why I say yes, it's sad, but then it's not sad, because if we go back to all these school shootings, Sandy Hook, I remember, happened on my birthday, and it broke my heart. Why is it so hard why is gun regulation so frowned upon? Shouldn't we, don't we have the responsibility to make sure guns go into the right hands?
I'm so glad you brought that up.
Before you answer that, Tony, let me just disclaim.
Oh, yeah,
This is my personal opinion.
Oh, you had a question. Well, go
No,
ahead.
this is my
Yeah.
personal opinion on what you just said before Tony answers. Black people don't shoot up schools. I'll leave it at that.
I mean, that is true.
Go ahead.
I
Continue.
haven't seen one yet.
Continue.
Okay. With that being said, those school shootings, I agree with you, they're horrible. But if you look at the numbers, Chicago, they were all year round. That school shooting happened one time that year. If you look at the number of us that are dying, that we are killing each other compared to a school shooting, it doesn't even compare. There's no comparison. There's no comparison
We're
at
not
all.
trying to
You
downplay
get that
the Sandy Hook shooting
at all. But we kill each other
But
on a
statistics
regular
are
basis
statistics.
right now, tonight. Some kids are going to die.
So then, once again, it's ignorance within our culture.
That's because there's no guidance. We have to get these kids while they're young. And once I've taught in kids. I've taught in 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds, and it changes their life because they understand about a gun. Then it brings responsibility.
That's what you were saying yesterday.
That's what I was telling you.
Yeah. So the way you broke it down yesterday was amazing. It was like after you trained or taught certain individuals, it changed their life because they understood. Like what? Now that should be your motto. Your motto is every round or every
you're held accountable for every round. Every round that comes out that gun, that's yours. They got your name on it.
When you understand that as a kid, as an adult, whatever, when you understand that, and I understand it. I have a story, and it's very, very hard for me to talk about because it involved a family member of mine, and this and pure ignorance at that young age, I almost ended up taking this man's life. All right. And when you said to me yesterday that you're held accountable for every round, that one round could have changed my fucking life, man.
Yes, sir.
You understand? And with my own family. And I'm not afraid to say that. You know what I mean? This is me opening up and me being very transparent. You know what I mean? We all got our demons. You know what I mean? And to this day, I mean, we love each other. We see each other. It's absolute love. You know what I'm saying? And I value life more because of a mistake that could have been made off of absolute foolishness. The fucktockery. You know what I mean? I got to stop fucking around with these guns and learn how to use these guns and learn the laws. Now, speaking of laws, all right, let me give you a scenario, right? Felons, obviously in Florida, cannot own firearms.
No, sir.
All right. So there's a felon that's a violent felon or a felon that's a non-violent felon, right? And also that also goes even deeper because non-violent, I mean, if you sold a bunch of cocaine, you wasn't being violent, but you fucked some shit up out there is what they're seeing. Now, you sold marijuana. Now the marijuana laws are changing, but you're a felon because of marijuana. Mm-hmm. Same thing, non-violent. You know what I mean? Like, can you kind of explain, like, how does one get out of a situation in which he's changed his life or what have you? How do they get themselves to protect their family? You know what I mean?
First time, it always helps if you've done that. I'm 42. If I done it when I was 18, okay, that was 20 years ago. I was a kid. Everybody makes bad decisions as a kid. We're growing. Second of all, money. You got some money, you can get a lawyer. Mm-hmm. You get your cases sealed. Get them to close the cases and seal them all up, and then you can get your rights reinstated to you. Mm-hmm. But it all depends on, like you just pretty much said, the extent of the crime. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Violent, of course. If you've done some violent, if you domestic violence or you beat somebody real bad, it's probably not happening. Yeah. Drug charges are a little different, depending on, I guess, how serious the drug was you were doing, you were selling, or you got caught with. And the time. I've had guys that they did make a mistake, 22 years ago, and they were able to get their permit. So it's just about how long ago did that happen, and do you got a little money to spend on a lawyer to get your cases sealed and to get your rights reinstated for you.
I'm glad you said that. Now that's a fact. Because what I do know is that if you are a nonviolent felon, right, you can get your felony sealed or expunged one time in the state of Florida, right? Now, this is the crazy part. All right, a friend of mine, he became a felon for growing marijuana, which is big business now, right? We got dispensaries all over the goddamn place, right? He went to go get his felony expunged or sealed, right? Without a lawyer, because you could, first and foremost, a lawyer is just there to push paperwork. If you do your research, you can do everything on your own
for sure.
in the goddamn court.
That is for
all
sure.
right? So be very mindful of that. He went to go get his record expunger sealed, and he got word back that it could not happen because he pled guilty to driving with a suspended license 3 years or 2 years prior to the actual conviction of the growing marijuana. That's some fucked up shit.
Yeah, that's not good.
Now, mind you, this guy is now of age in which he has a whole family, he has a whole business. You got to protect your business. You got to protect your family. They told him the only way for him to get that felony removed or whatever is to write the governor, DeSantis. Hello. Do you know of any way around something like that?
No, that's the one thing about them laws. They're so wavy and so finicky, and they change. That's the thing too. They change yearly. Right up under our nose, we won't even know until you get in that predicament, get in that trouble. And you're like, well, damn, what the hell? But honestly, I would write that letter. I mean, you just gotta. One thing you gotta understand is, it's a game, but it's their game. Mm-hmm. So either you gonna play it or you gonna lose. Mm-hmm. So if you gonna play it, play it. I mean, like I tell my students, you get pulled over, play the game. How you doing, officer? Mm-hmm. I appreciate everything you do. I appreciate everything y'all do. Mm-hmm. Play the game. Mm-hmm. Oh, why you pulled me over? No, I'm gonna play the game because I'm trying to go home. I'm trying, and I got pulled over. I did that. The dude forgot why he even pulled me over. Mm-hmm. We went to talking about guns and all type of stuff. All right, sir, you have a good day. Play the game. Be smart. You don't always got to be a win. You can win, and you can win, and he not know you won.
Right? No, I agree with you 110%. So, I've been pulled over many a time in my life, and one thing you can ask any one of my old school friends, Shereen. When we get pulled over, they would make me jump in the driver's seat if it was possible, because I am always the guy to be able to talk to the police officers in a certain manner.
Very important.
You put on your white voice.
No, it's not even about a white voice. No.
But we
I know what you're saying.
But a little more proper.
It's more about respect. Because they have. I don't, and you, and I don't.
But there are people who are ignorant and feel like I don't need to respect.
But also, hold on. There's two things. All right, it's about respect in a sense of, you got to remember, these cops, these police officers, they have an ego thing. I don't care. I know cops personally. Y'all got a motherfucking ego because y'all got that badge. All right?
Oh, yeah.
All right? I'm going to say that up front. Cocktails and Intellect podcast keep it 110%.
Yes, sir.
They need to have their ego stroked. All right? So stroke the motherfucking ego and put your pride down, because you fuck around and end up dead or in jail if you don't.
Sure.
Now, you have a second part of this whole situation where, especially since the Black Lives Matter thing, God, if you open and close that door one more motherfucking time, look.
What's funny is I was thinking the same thing.
God damn.
But once again, it is to keep the employees safe.
Right, for sure. Now, I can say this. You have, after the whole Black Lives Matter movement, and you started seeing more things on social media about people saying, this is what you say to cops when they pull you over. You ever seen those videos where it's like, why'd you pull me over? These are my rights. I don't have to open up my window and show him. Motherfucker, look, listen to me. Stop the bullshit.
You just adding
I'm sorry. There's a different dynamic between them. The demographic is this. This is how I look at it. You can't do that shit all the time. It depends on where you live, and it depends on who the fuck you are. You know what I mean? That's how I see that part. It depends on where you live and who you are. The color of your skin, all of that shit. Mm-hmm. Don't just be sitting there talking hella trash to cops and shit like that because you saw some crazy Instagram shit talk about, my rights. All right, hold on. I think somebody fucking purposely doing that shit. Hold on.
Stop it. What? Really, cause? Well, you know what I will say, it's kind of like, you go to work and you just talk any type of way to your boss. I'm on lunch.
All right, you gonna be on the permanent lunch.
I'm just saying, it is a respect thing for sure.
Yeah, but anyway, we're very off topic, but this is what we do. We just free flow shit. So your advice, based off of what I just told you about that particular scenario, is basically just write the letter, right?
Yeah, man, I would write the letter. I'm just gonna play. I'm gonna play the game, and I'm gonna write him a nice letter. I'm gonna write him
Now, do you suggest having in that letter maybe some people of some sort of reputable attribute?
That's a plus. Mm-hmm.
Okay,
that's always a plus.
Okay.
That's always
Understood. All right, now, with that being said, do you have lawyers on your side, or a lawyer?
I do have a lawyer, and he's an instructor as well, so that worked out. And he, my waiver forms and stuff like that, he got it all typed up, and he gives me advice. How did I meet him? Dang, I got a book, man. There, Gutchman. It's a lawyer. That's who.
Why does that name sound familiar?
Because you probably heard his name, and he's the Florida or Central Florida. He's like the best lawyer you can have right now in our area.
I need this information.
I was just about to say the same thing.
Yeah.
Some type of gun stuff, and this guy that I'm using knows him pretty good, and that's how I got connected with him.
Shit, I might want that. I want him on the show.
Yeah, they good to have. And then there's a few avenues you got. I got my buddy from Technical Methods. My buddy Joel, he's an instructor as well.
Okay.
He teaches classes out in Leesburg, and I actually went and took his class about 2 weeks ago. And just taking this class is good to take other instructors' classes just to see what they got.
I was just about to say that.
That I love that. You know,
That's
'cause he's
dope
gonna
that you
teach it.
still go and try and learn.
Yeah. Go and try. Well, even he took my class the day before, so it's like we learn from each other. Nobody's a high horse, you know. He's gonna teach a different way than I teach. He's gonna run his class a different way and we learn from each other.
Right.
Like he had food, you know. I don't have food all the time, but he has food every time. But he also has a guy that at the end of his class will explain the having a lawyer to a certain, what is it called, law shield? I think it's called gun law shield. And basically, what it's like $130 a year, and these people stay ready. So if you had you call them, you don't have to, because it's going to be, if you have to use your gun and go through all this, it's expensive.
Oh yeah, unless it's absolute visible self-defense.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Which is the close, open and shut case. You know what I'm saying?
And which doesn't happen.
It doesn't
all the
really
time.
happen often.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
You probably gonna still go to jail until they figure this out. You know, they're gonna sit you and like, well, we got witnesses or what's going on.
Right.
Or you call these people and they come, handle
Yeah.
all that stuff. So to me, that when I took his class, that was interesting. I was like, I probably need to kind of link up with him and have that guy come to my classes.
Right,
Because
right.
as a student, I would want that. I would want that, so I know that I'm covered if I ever have to do something. And I ain't got $100,000 sitting in the bank to pay a lawyer.
Right.
These people are going to take care of all that for me and make sure that I'm the best that I could be in this situation.
For $130 a year.
$130
I
a
mean,
year.
you can't beat that.
Can't beat that at all.
You want to talk about life insurance? Yeah, people need to start having retainer insurance, like for a lawyer, because shit happens. Now, you just said something, and I want the people to know, it's not the movies. Like in the movies, you'll see somebody shoot somebody in self-defense, and then everything, whatever. They don't go to jail, whatever. They get questioned by the police right in front of their house. No, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Most of the time, 90% of the time, if you fire your gun in self-defense, you're still going to go down to the precinct. You are going to jail.
You're going to take me to jail?
90% of the time. Unless, I mean, if it, for example, if it's an absolute, like, for instance, if somebody broke into your apartment, right? And you shoot them.
Yeah, don't I have a right?
You absolutely. That's the 10th percentile. You may not go to jail.
Okay.
But remember, now they're investigating. Who was that person to you? Boom. You know what I'm saying? Yo, come down to the precinct with me because we got to talk to you. We want to find out who this guy is.
But they were in my house.
It don't matter. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not the fucking movies. 90% of the times you got to at least go down to the precinct. So stop with if you thinking that if you shoot somebody in self-defense, you just walk away that night. No, they take your firearm. You won't get that bitch back for about a year.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yes.
That's evidence.
Yes, evidence.
Even if I shoot them through the door, is that a thing?
That's and now you might go to jail even faster.
I was talking with someone the other day, and someone was knocking. Like, I don't know if someone was knocking on their door. They're like, "You lucky," because I was about to shoot through the door.
Nah, see that motherfucker would have been in jail probably for a long time because that's that movie shit. The motherfucker didn't enter your premises, especially if you rent in a goddamn apartment or a house. Nigga, you don't own that motherfucker.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
Shit.
Like, come on, man. You shoot somebody through the door. You don't know what that person was there for.
You don't even know who that person was.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm just throwing it out there.
I'm letting the people know. Do not do that shit.
Yeah,
I can't do like Scarface.
No,
I can't do that.
That's the movies. No, that's not gonna. You going to jail?
Yeah,
I'm definitely going.
you
Oh, he
going to
said,
jail.
"Oh, you going to jail?"
probably for life. They're gonna come and you probably end up dead because they're gonna probably shoot.
No, that's okay. I got a lawyer.
The lawyer ain't gonna mean shit
Yeah,
because you might be dead. By the time the cops come, they probably shoot you.
Yeah, you shooting through the door, they gonna be scared. I tell you
Yeah.
that. They not just walking in. They are not just walking in. You can believe that. Shit, they gonna have a helicopter. Hey, ma'am, come out with your hands up.
Right.
They ain't coming in.
Facts. And they ask questions later. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Later. That's
Not what you
now.
want.
Let me tell you something right now. The police officers are the true form. In fact, you ever heard that? Yo, shoot first, ask questions later. They're the kings of that. So y'all stop fucking around with these people.
Yeah, man.
You know
Be
what I mean?
smart out
No,
here, man.
and I say that to say this. It goes right back to you. If you own a firearm or have a firearm, go get instructed and trained by a professional.
Yes, sir.
Not only so you can learn how to shoot, what you will do is unlearn when to shoot. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Because people think that you just pull out a gun and you just start shooting.
You can't go wrong with Casamigos.
Oh, that's what you need?
What-
All right.
what do you need?
What you need? We got you over here on the Cocktails and Intellect podcast.
yeah.
I got whatever
Yes,
you
sir.
need over here.
We doing the podcast and selling liquor at the same time.
We got you. I mean,
All right,
Yeah,
let me
you got some-
when he
you got a
come
lot
back,
of
let me know what he
tattoos,
want.
too.
Yeah, I
Hey.
got you. But all right, real quick. What I was saying is that you got to unlearn the shenanigans, right? So it's not about having a gun. And like you said to me on the range the other day, what's the point of shooting 15 rounds at your op or whatever it is? What's the point of wasting that ammo? That's where the training comes in. Number 2, you're not going to want to shoot your ammo. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to want to shoot your ammo when you understand that you have to be accountable for every round. You know what I'm saying? Which one? Okay, bet. Reposado.
That's tequila. That's why. Is that what's in now? Everybody on tequila these days?
oh yeah, that's the thing. Look,
I'm old school, man. I drank me some Bill. Chill out.
look, Casamigos. Look, he got drunk just touching it.
Casamigos. Casamigos.
Yes.
That sound like it.
You have no idea.
Yeah, man.
Last time I drank tequila, boy, look here.
Yeah, man.
I
But
bet you. Oh, what's the story?
That's a story.
oh,
That's on the next episode.
you got a tequila story?
I got a tequila story.
Alright.
That's on the
This
next
means-
episode.
You know, this means we have to bring you back on.
I'm
You have to come back.
I'll come back. I have
believe
no
you
problem
me,
with coming
he's
back.
coming back.
Yep, I
Because
will be here.
we taking all of the homies to the range,
Let's go.
Yes.
and that's
get it.
gonna be a whole day. We might even, depending on the weather, we might even just shoot the damn podcast out there.
Hey, you know what? That might not be a bad idea.
You know what
That
I mean?
may not
I'll
be a
set up
bad
out there.
idea.
You know what I mean, if it's nice and cool or whatever later on, we might
Might
shoot
be
the
a bad
podcast
idea.
out there.
Yeah, with the beers and gators and snakes.
I'm bringing the
going to be
grill.
so much
I'm
fun.
bringing the grill.
Yeah.
Yeah,
bring
man.
the
We
grill.
gonna have
Ooh,
food,
and you know what? And
music.
I will say it's a beautiful property.
Thank you.
Like I
That's
Oh,
my
it's in-
I might
honeycomb
move
honey.
out there.
It's in the
So,
it's in
hey,
the sticks
neighbor?
though.
Let's move in. Go ahead, be my neighbor.
It's in the sticks like a motherfucker.
It
Yeah,
is.
it's in Osteen, Florida. That's in the sticks for sure. That's
So
a bug out.
you got to
though.
make a day out of that if you go over there.
Yes, sir.
Be prepared to make it a day. You know what I mean? If you don't live around that area. Yeah, man.
Yes, dude, I've had people want to turn around halfway out there, especially the females. So like, I don't know where you taking me. You know, people that don't know me, like, oh, he taking me in the sticks.
Yeah.
You know, let me send my mama a drop a pin so she know where I'm at, cause just in case I don't come home.
It don't matter. There ain't even no service out there.
Right.
Shit, you probably got some bodies back there.
Oh,
You know.
hey, look, that's I was driving there. I was like, yo, there's got to be body.
There's
I mean,
gotta be.
Like, yo, you know, Florida was the dumping grounds for assassinations.
I
Like,
believe it.
out here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got gators, man. You can get rid of some
Yeah,
bodies.
yeah, for real.
Or-
They
or-
gonna come
Or
chop
just
that.
meet Carol Baskin. Pick one.
Oh, jeez.
She's in Tampa. Hey Carol, what's up, girl?
All right, so listen, we could talk about this shit all day. Because when it comes to guns, I thought I was a gun connoisseur. But hell to the no comparative to Tony.
I got 62 of them.
Man, that's fucking crazy.
62
Don't come around his
weapons.
crib. I'm telling
Yes, ma'am.
you. Don't come
Yeah,
around
so
his
technically,
crib.
he got a lot of money because that's all an investment.
Yes,
that's
yes,
why I look
yes.
at it. That's
Ooh.
a savings account. When I get too old,
Ladies,
I'm selling all of them. Come buy them.
Facts.
I'll
Look,
be able to
let me
get
tell you
money
something right now, and this is not even me like flexing or anything like that. I'm a gold guy, right? Because
Gold is good investment.
diamonds ain't shit. It just so happens there's some diamonds in this, but I invest in gold.
Gold
You know
is
what I mean?
very good investment.
that's very
Now-
Caribbean of you, by the way.
Well,
Like, that's
you know what I
the
mean?
thing growing up. It's
have
a
you,
culture
Have
thing.
you seen the price of gold went up about 10%?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, yeah.
So but listen, invest in something that's going to be worth something later.
Absolutely.
Gold
Yes, sir. That
never
was
loses
key.
its value.
Boom. He just hit it on the head.
Guns never lose their value. And also, believe you me, you can't shoot a gun without ammo. Invest in ammo.
Got to buy a bunch
You know
of
what I
ammo.
mean? For real.
Get that
Boxes.
shelf life ammo too.
Yeah.
So we are ready
You
for
go.
the zombie apocalypse.
I'm waiting, boy. I'm coming out the house dancing.
Oh, shit.
I just give me 2 days. Give me 2 days of zombie. We can go back to regular scheduled program.
Yeah, man. But yo, pleasure coming on the
Yes,
show.
sir.
Yo,
Thanks for having me.
so
You guys
tell
are great.
the people again, how can we find you?
Yeah.
You can reach me on Instagram at Gun at It. That's GUNN_ATIT or Gun Life Tactical Facebook. Reach out, hit me on my DMs. Website will be coming soon. I'm just taking my time with it. I want it to be a certain way, so I'm kind of picky. Merch is coming soon. I'm picky on that as
Right.
I see you
well.
rocking your
Yeah,
shirt.
I
You
see
couldn't
that.
show it off?
Yeah, I got a few things, but I'm trying to find the right person that I want to do it, and I'm real picky.
Speak with
very,
Shereen.
very
Yeah,
picky.
I mean, I got a guy, but
there
don't
we
forget
go.
about the women. We like tank tops.
Okay, well, I was gonna do that. Tank
Yeah.
tops, dry fits, hoodies, hats.
Okay.
Booties and
mugs.
bullets. There we go.
Hoodies and bullets. Oh,
Booties and
shit.
bullets
and
go
bullets.
great together.
What did you say?
Actually.
Booties and bullets or
Booties.
hoodies? Booties and bullets.
Booties
What if
and
you
bullets.
did
Booties
booty
and
shorts with it says booties
Let's
and
run it.
bullets?
Let's run GLT.
That's why not. We have guns going this way.
Oh my God, yo, it's ridiculous, yo, crazy. But yo, again,
Leave it up to Shereen.
right? I'm telling you, she gonna make it happen. She
gonna
coming
make
with
it
mad
happen.
idees. But thank you for coming on the show, my
Yes,
brother.
sir. Thank
I
you for
really
having me,
appreciate
brother.
you. You know
It
what I
was
mean?
a pleasure anytime.
Yeah, for sure,
Yes,
man.
Shereen.
Thank you.
And matter of fact,
Such a pleasure.
I'm gonna leave y'all off with another clip from when we were at the outside range with Tony.
Bang, bang.
Yeah, at Cocktails and Intellect. No chaser, as a matter of fact.
No chase.
Yeah.
I always have chaser, by the way.
Red Bull.
No hair on my chest.
Red Bull. That's a drink in itself, Red Bull.
Hey, this No Chaser episode is a Reynolds rap, man. We gonna holler at y'all for the sex, man. Oh boy.